lose my youth. Never lose my youth. Strange things are coming. At night I feel alive. There's no sense in running. We're living just to die.
This is Over the Octagon. Welcome to the shit show.
What's going on, everybody? This is it. The last fight night of the year. Not the last episode of the year, but we're about to discuss the last fight card of the year. And what better way to do it than the OG himself, my boy, Nick Nasty. We're back. Unfortunately, Murky couldn't make it. Had some family stuff going on. Completely understand. But hey, we're here. We keep on grinding, bro. It's almost 2024 is almost over, dog. We're about to go into 2025. Numbers are through the roof. We came off of this fight night last night was fucking unreal. Didn't expect that many finishes, but hey, if I'm going to stay up till 2 a.m. and watch a fight night, at least it had some entertainment.
That was the only way it was going to happen, man. Staying up that late. But every fight, dude, was fucking sick almost, man. There were so many knockouts, so many finishes. It was an awesome fight.
I thought it was crazy, though, last night because I looked at Murky, man, when we were watching it, and I was like, dude, it's midnight. And we were 3 fights into the main card. I was like, so 3 fights took 2 hours, but I felt like all the fights were like electric. There was no like boring decisions or drug out long fights. Like I was like, how did this happen? Like, why is it so late? And this card didn't end till like 1 or so in the morning, like 1:30 in the morning.
I think people were trying to show out. I think a lot of contracts were expiring, man. I think for like multiple people there. So it's like end of the year. Let's show the fuck out. And get re-signed, bro.
There was a lot of veterans who came and showed out. There was a lot of like fighters who were like should have gone to a decision, but ended up getting like this like out of nowhere last minute finish.
Oh man, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So it's like, I mean, I'll take it all day long. Cards like this is what makes people fans of fighting. Like there was no boring fights really, except for maybe like Miranda Maverick's women's fight was probably boring. You know, that was probably the most boring fight out of all of them. But like outside of that, I mean, most of the fights were pretty damn good.
They were good, man. I'm a fan of a couple new fighters that I haven't given much attention to this year. But
who you got? What's some names that you saw last night that you're kind of looking at?
I like Lima, bro. Lima.
Felipe Lima is fire.
I like him a lot, dude. He was very impressive, man. Like the way I thought he was dominating. It was a good fight. That fight was good. You know, every fight was good, but I just felt like his style of fighting was pretty fucking awesome, dude. And I mean, we got to see a flying knee KO, bro.
Yeah.
With Alvarez. That was awesome too. So like, fuck, that's my guy now.
And Alvarez's was like a knee to a guillotine, and then more or less like he got like the double like knee to choke. It was kind of cool. He was like already knocked out, and he was just like holding him by the neck and just whacking his ass in the face. How about Sean Woodson though? Impressive win, first round finish. Came in there, got it done. I mean, Sean Woodson is one of those guys. It's like his build. He's a featherweight, dude.
Didn't he used to be isn't he the guy that used to be a heavyweight?
Yeah, he used to be like 215 pounds, dude. Light
Jesus
heavy.
Christ. Do you think the factor with his style is that he still got that fat man strength?
Probably.
In a little man's body?
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
He got so much power, man. That was insane, dude.
Yeah, that's why someone was saying last night, like, the fact that he's so tall, like, when you look at guys like Felipe or like Joel Alvarez and Sean Woodson, when they're like Joel Alvarez was 6'3", and Klaus was 5'9". Like, that's a 5-inch difference in height in the same weight class. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing.
That shouldn't. That's wild.
That's crazy, you know? And then when you got a guy who's like that good at striking, like obviously something's going to happen, you know? So, but those two guys, you know, obviously they're super tall for their weight class, especially Sean Woodson. That's ridiculous. But regardless of the point, those fights kind of set the tone for the make. Davey Grant too, big win.
Oh, yeah.
Felipe Lima, huge win. Sean Woodson, Joel Alvarez, definitely big wins. But the key factor of the prelims was Michael Johnson, man. Bro. Veteran Mike coming in and fucking getting it done with a out of nowhere KO.
His hands were looking quick that whole fight, dude. Man, and he joked about saying, "Man, I can fight for 10 more years." I hate when people say that, but like
No,
he
damn well
he
he can.
really he looked still quick. Like he looked good.
Yeah, he said it was his title run now. He's like, I'm trying to get back to the top. Like,
Oh,
buddy, you're not going to the top.
I mean,
I
shit.
love the fact he won, but he ain't going to the top, dude. Not no lightweight division.
You got so many people in a stacked division like that.
Yeah, like he may not even be top 15 in that division.
But that's a push.
Yeah, but like, hey, huge win for him though. It was very fun to watch. I mean, there was a lot of fights. Like I said, just a lot of fights where knockouts just came out of nowhere, and you just didn't expect it to happen. So and that was one of them, you know. And then we get to the main card. I mean, the main card was overall top to bottom pretty damn good. I mean, Sterling, I felt was kind of like he should have got the finish. In my opinion, I don't think Talkos was like good enough to fight him, but he couldn't get the finish, so I wasn't really impressed by that win.
There were certain things, certain like flurries of strikes that he was doing that I thought I was like, man, this guy has potential to be really fucking good. He was like precise with it, but then there was no killer instinct. But like he definitely has potential though. That's what I saw from him, and I was like, he's somebody I'm going to keep an eye on. Yeah,
and Murky made a good point last night too when we were watching it. Like he was like he has that same kind of like fighting style as like Alex Pereira, where it's like stiff. He can like get stiff. He checks leg kicks and doesn't even like move. There's no like budging to nothing. Like he just stands, boom, 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 check leg kick, inside heel, like, you know, kicks, like calf kicks, all that stuff, the whole fight. That's all he did the whole time. But he had no, like you said, he had no like killer instinct, you know?
Yeah, he was
to
really
like go in to finish. Yeah. And I don't know if I like that. Like there's only one guy who can do that, and that guy finishes people, you know?
Let's go.
So Daniel Marcos, Adrian Yanez. I thought that was probably one of the best. Like that was probably one of the best fights last night. Like in my opinion, dude. It was a banger, dude. Those guys were beating the shit out of each other the whole fight. Like it was like I even looked at him and I was like, I don't even know. Like I know Yanez, I think lost that fight, but like both of those guys were going at it.
Yeah, man. I think Yanez did lose.
Yeah,
but I agree. The thing is, dude, those guys were going at it. Like, it's a rematch I wouldn't like in like 3 years. Run that shit back, you know.
Well, I mean, Yanez was a ranked bantamweight at one time, you know.
Oh yeah,
and now Marcos is kind of like coming in there. I mean, could he have looked better? Sure, but like still, I mean, it's top 15 next fight worthy.
Oh yeah,
get a big win like that, you know.
I usually hate decisions, but that one, when it's a split like that, when it's that competitive and it's not a robbery, sometimes they make great fights.
Oh, 100%. And then, like I said, you got guys who are just willing to scrap and bang. Like, it always makes for a good fight, for sure. And then next fight after that was kind of like a holy shit moment. I mean, Vitor Petrina, Dustin Jacoby. Third round, Jacoby, I feel like, is losing the fight.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, just bam. Boom, boom. Cold, dude. Just cold. Dropped him. I was like, there were so many holy shit moments, dude. It really, like, it was so many holy shit moments last night where you were just like out of nowhere, bam, bam, knocked out cold.
What were the bonuses? Who got the bonuses on this?
So bonuses were.
So I didn't catch any of
Dustin Jacoby performance of the night bonus.
Did he? Okay, I was like, just talking about his fight. I was like,
and Michael Johnson performance of the night bonus.
Yo, no way! There were so many other contenders for that too, though.
So, but both of those guys had those unexpected, out of nowhere, like holy shit KOs that just came out of nowhere. But Murky he cracked me up last night because Vitor Petrina, man. So his last two losses were now to Dustin Jacoby and Anthony Smith. How bad do you have to be to lose to Anthony Smith and Dustin Jacoby?
I can't believe Anthony Smith beat someone.
And he not only did he lose to Anthony Smith, he lost to Anthony Smith in 2024, which is like the worst version of Anthony Smith.
God, that's when we were trying to kick him out, and he got fucking another dub. Like, thank you.
And he got another win. So now we had to sit there and watch him go and have meltdowns in the Octagon for the next two fights.
Dude, I think Vitor needs to get cut.
I think so too. Cut him to the PFL, dude.
Let's go.
The only way to go. But yeah, Dustin Jacoby. I mean, back in the win, like that right there in the win column again with a big impressive knockout, does it give me like, oh my God, he's going to be a great fighter? No.
No
Like
way.
he lost to Alonzo Manningfield and Dominic Reyes. Like, brother, you're lucky to be back in the win column, because if you would have lost that fight, you may have been cut. That 3 losses in a row. Big win for him though. I mean,
Big
got to
win.
give it. It was like a who's out fight, you know?
I think that's what it is. I think loser gets cut in this.
So there it is. But besides the point, the next 3 fights are the ones to talk about. They're the fights of the night. Manel Kape, Bruno Silva. Like, you even texted me, man. Like, how big of a fan of Manel Kape are you now? Especially after last night's performance.
Listen, guys, you guys can check since the original OG days of Over the Octagon. I've been a big fan of his, man. He has stupid potential. His striking is wild, man. I love it so much. And he really won me over when he said the F word on TV. It was great. I'm like, can I say that now? It used to be my favorite word.
But he even said fuck last night. Remember, he at the very end in his post-fight interview, he's like, I know I can't say anything bad, but fuck High Cara friends, fuck Brandon Moreno, and fuck Pantoja.
Dude, he was passionate, man. But back to what I was saying, when he strikes like that, man, he's so accurate and so quick. You cannot stop him, man. And that's why I loved his style from years ago, man. I just feel like he's not the most reliable fighter. I think he's lazy. He misses weight. He's got an attitude problem for sure, but that's what makes him who he is. That's why I like him. He's kind of like a funny villain that talks with a high-pitched voice. I don't know, man. But he looked fucking good. And Bruno Silva's no joke, bro. Bruno Silva is no fucking joke.
No, you're right. And it was funny, man. Last night, I swear on everything I love, dude. I told either Manel Kape has the biggest cock in the world or the biggest cup in the world, dude, because he gets kicked in the dick every fight, dude. Every fight. And I looked at Murky last night, right when the bell rang. I said, over under 1.5 rounds before Manel Kape gets kicked in the dick. 30 seconds into the fight, kicked in the dick. And I was like, told you, dude. I swear, it's like he's got a magnet in his cock, dude. He gets kicked in the dick every fight or poked in the eye, one of the two. And then he proceeded to get kicked in the dick 3 times.
We should have clipped that, man. That would have been sick. Yeah, I think he may have the biggest dick in the UFC.
Like, dude, it's crazy. Like, he gets kicked in the cock every single fight, dude. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I feel like every time I see him fight, he gets kicked in the dick or poked in the eye, one of the two. Yeah, it's like he never fails.
He be bitching.
But he played it. He played the third one off, dude. When he took the time and he was like, "Oh, I'm hurting." He was like, "Okay, let's go." And then he like fucked with him, and he was like, "Papa." He just came in and fucking did this shit to him, and then started emoting on him in the middle of the
I know, dude. He came in that one where he faked him out was good. He came in with a flurry. It was like machine gun. I was like, oh shit. But
it's funny though that he kicked Bruno Silva in the dick to finish him now.
I know. I know, dude.
Like that's gonna be looked at as like one of those like, damn, bruh, you had to do it like that. But he kicked him right in the cock and then punched him right in the ribs and then face and then finished him.
I mean, Bruno Silva was gassing completely.
Oh yeah, dude. He was losing that fight
100%. But I mean, it's karma's a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Don't kick me at the cock. And even then, Manel Kape would have got a warning, you know?
Yeah, no, he fucked him up at the end, dude. That was awesome. He just dropped. I love it when they drop like that. Like,
So what's next for him, man? I know we talked a little bit about this last night. I don't think Dana said in the post-fight recap that a title fight is not next for him. But what do you think should be next for Manel Kape at likely going to stay around the number 8 or 9 spot? Just because he was 8 going into the fight and beat the number 12 guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to fight a top 5 guy.
You think Amir Albazi maybe?
Oh, that would be sick.
Coming off a loss to Brandon Moreno.
That would be a great fight.
Number 3. Or maybe Brandon Moreno.
No, Brandon Moreno's coming off a win though, right?
Yeah, but so is Manel Kape. Brandon Moreno, Manel Kape, number 1 contender fights the winner of Kai Kara France and Pantoja. Yeah, but then you got to also take into fact Brandon Royval. He's also coming off of a big win against Tatsuri Tyre versus Manel Kape.
Oh, dude, this division's getting stacked, and that's what people aren't realizing, dude. Not stacked. There is a GOAT, but like the other people in it are good, dude. Like,
damn, I would not mind watching Tatsuri Tyre versus Manel Kape.
That's a great fight, man.
I think he beats him.
Who's Kai Kara fighting next?
It's got to be for the title.
Yeah, I mean, these guys it's a very entertaining weight class, man. Like, I'm curious to see who would be champ without Pantoja. Like, who do you think it would be?
Probably Brandon Moreno.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's tough, man. I can see a bunch of other people doing it.
I mean, Brandon Moreno is just so good. I mean, and he's dominant. He was a dominant champ too, you know? So it's like he already beat the other guys.
Yeah.
So he would be technically the champ. He'd probably be in the same position as Pantoja.
Hey, what if you give Manel Kape? Didn't he fight the guy who just fought for the title? Didn't
Steve Erceg?
No. He fought the guy that came from Horizon.
Oh yeah.
And his only loss has came from Manel Kape. That's a good fight.
Yeah, but that's fighting back again.
Yeah, they haven't ranked him yet. The guy who fought
14.
Right? He's 14.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, boy.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So, I mean, there's definitely room to make a really good fight. You could even, like you said, you could do Tatsuri Taira, you could do Brandon Moreno, you could do Amir Albazi, you could do Brandon Royval. You could really do anybody in that top like 5 for Manel Kape, and I think it's going to be a really good fight.
Yeah, man, they're all pretty competitive in that top 5. Like they're all pretty.
They're all good strikers too.
Yeah, they're well rounded too, man.
And that's what I like. It's not like he's fighting Muhammad Makayev, who just holds you down and crotch sniffs you for fucking 3 rounds, dude.
Anything happened to him yet? Did he get signed anywhere?
Yeah, he finished the guy in like the first 30 seconds of his fight in Brave FC.
Brave FC?
That's where he went.
Jeez. I thought he would go somewhere better.
Yeah, well, Brave. I mean, I think there's some dirt on him. Like, I think the UFC has a little bit of like.
Do you think he's a terrorist?
I don't know. Probably, maybe.
For some reason, I think he is. I don't know why.
But why would he have been signed to the UFC if that was the case?
I don't know, man.
And he represents England.
Yeah, but a lot of terrorists were from England that were Muslim.
I don't know.
I swear. Or maybe I'm high as fuck. I'm not sure.
It's probably high.
Yes. Whatever. Either way, I don't like Muhammad Makayev. He's whack. He's whack as fuck.
And then after that fight, you had your fight of the night. Veteran Cub Swanson getting it done in the 3rd round against Billy Q, who was winning the fight.
Oh, man. I don't know if I agree with that all the way.
I think Billy Q was winning the fight.
I think Cub Swanson definitely won a round. It was only the 3rd round. I think it was tied up.
Think so?
I think Cub won the 1st round for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
He was catching him good. That right hand was hitting at will in the beginning of the 1st round, dude. He wasn't missing with it.
I think Billy Q's overrated.
I've never even thought Billy Q was good.
He's another one of those guys with like a weird like fan base.
Yeah, I've never thought he was anything special. Cub Swanson, man, I've been a fan of him since fucking WEC days, dude.
Yeah, he's a goat, bro.
Dude.
And he didn't even retire last night. He thought about it and said he was going. Maybe he did actually. Maybe he did after the fact.
Dude, Cub Swanson has got some wins under his belt. Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier. He beat both those guys back to back.
I know. Dude, Cub is the GOAT, bro. Are you one of the best in that I mean, Billy Q, I mean, a great bounce back win by him. I mean, by all means. But even this fight against Feely was good. Yeah. Remember how good of a fight that was? Split decision down to the wire.
Absolutely, man. One thing I got to say, Cub Swanson is a lucky man. His wife was beautiful, dog. I was like, green dress?
Brother.
Cub's the overall GOAT right now. He's winning in everything.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I would have retired.
He's going LeBron.
I mean, he literally has fought some of the best of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, the GOAT Siver. You know, Dennis Siver, dude, was the GOAT.
Dennis Siver? Holy shit.
Frankie Edgar, he fucking has fought. Who else has he fought, dude?
Frankie Edgar, man, that's a fucking tank.
Back in the day, Frankie Edgar too.
He was scary, dude, back in the day.
But I mean, back in the win column, don't know how much more he's got left in him. But I mean, I don't know what you do next for him. Maybe he did retire, but big win over Billy Q. Fight of the night. I mean, out of nowhere knockout. Just a quick little bam bam, put him out. Didn't even know where he was.
No, he slept him, and Cub stood over him like a fucking badass. I was like,
I know.
damn, boy.
So, but much love to Cub, man. The vets showed out last night. Michael Johnson, Cub Swanson getting big wins, representing for the vets. Gotta love it, dude. Gotta love it. And then our main event, nasty. Joaquin Buckley, Colby Covington. I think it kind of went as expected.
I honestly, towards about an hour before the fight, I actually switched to saying Colby was going to win. I thought about it hard. I was thinking about it for long. I was like, no, I mean, if he knows how to contain him, then he's going to be good. And Colby is smart, and he can get you on the ground. But I really think that punch in the beginning really fucked up his eyelid, dude. I think that had a lot to do with it. With his vision, everything like that. Like, he could not see, man. But the thing, dude, a lot of his takedowns looked weak. And he is, he was an very, very well-decorated wrestler. And he was getting stuffed at sight, dude.
I know.
To the point where he would just stuff him and just let go of him and say, get the fuck back up. I'm not even going to play that game. Yep. It was almost embarrassing to watch a little bit, those desperation takedowns. But I know he's a cardio machine, and I thought he was going to come out and, like, suffocate him and win. No, not at all, man. You know he's going to be Colby. Colby's going to be talking about a rematch or some shit like that, dude.
He may never fight again.
Oh, man, I think he is. That was just from seeing him talk for over the years. I mean, dude, he went out. He can't go out like that. That's bullshit.
But he's on like that's got to be like a 1, 2, 3, 4 fight losing streak.
Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah. Usman, Masvidal. Oh, no, never mind. I lied. He beat
Masvidal. He beat Masvidal.
Yeah. 2 fight losing streak.
Not bad.
No, not bad, actually.
A lot worse.
Yeah. Losing to Leon and then losing to Joaquin Buckley.
I mean, he's just got to be the villain for the rest of his life there and just fight everyone if he wants to get that check still. Or he could just go somewhere else and become the champ. I definitely could see him doing that.
So his losses are now to Usman, Leon, Joaquin Buckley, and Usman, right? Twice?
Yeah. I mean, he's lost to some beast.
So that's not terrible. I honestly thought his chin held up pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
I think he has a solid chin.
I honestly thought there was a chance that he could have won that fight if that went 5 rounds with everything playing out exactly how it did. I really thought it could happen. I didn't really see him hurt, man.
I didn't either.
And that's how Colby wins, bro. Like, he'll get you in the 4th or 5th. He'll get you in the 4th or 5th, bro, when you're tired as fuck.
Frustrated, and Joaquin Buckley seems like the type that if he would have gotten frustrated by like the middle of the 4th round, early 5th.
Yeah, and I just felt like Colby would have, capitalized on it, got behind him, took his back or something. I was thinking it was going to be a submission finish from like 4th round, 5th round. So I hate how it stopped, but I mean, overall,
even Dana said in Vegas that wouldn't have been stopped.
That's what he said?
Yeah, he said if that was in Vegas, it wouldn't have been stopped. It was an early stoppage for sure.
The fucking lady doctor said that his eyelid was going to fall off.
I heard that.
I was like, all right.
Look at it. It's dangling. It's going to fall off.
I was like, all right. Let me find out that was her first fight calling. That was sucked.
You're right. You may be right, man. Maybe Colby will fight again, and if he's because hell, we saw fucking Nate Diaz fight many times after losing and still come back and pull some wild shit out of his ass and get a crazy win.
Absolutely, yeah. He's the king of that shit.
I mean, it's possible, but I think Colby Covington needs to back his ass out of the top 10, though. Go ahead and back down to 10, maybe 9.
Give him a 9er.
I think you maybe do Wonder Boy Colby retirement fight.
Oh fuck. Wonder Boy would fucking
Or
kill
Vicente
Colby.
Luque, Colby Covington.
Yeah.
Vicente Luque just came off a big win at 14. Colby's going to move back to like 9, 10.
I want him to just to be the villain, fight everyone, fight like anybody just to fight him at this point, man. Sacrifice yourself. You're not getting another title shot ever, bro. Ever.
No, and I don't know if Dana's going to feed him to another like savage. Like if Shara Bullet beats Michael Page and then Shara Bullet gets fed Colby Covington, like he's not going to do that.
I mean, MVP could fight Colby. That'd be a great fight to watch.
You think? Yeah, I can see Colby Covington talking some mad shit.
That would be an insane press conference, Joel.
That would be a lot of press conference.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know what you do with Colby next, man. To be honest, I mean, Joaquin Buckley definitely is not like title shot ready, but he's definitely like Sean Brady or Kamaru Usman or I mean, you could do Kamaru Usman next. I think that's a good fight for Buckley.
I think Sean Brady takes it to Buckley.
What is going on with Sean Brady, though?
You
haven't heard his name mentioned in a minute.
He's a once-a-year kind of guy, right? I'm not sure, man.
Yeah, but to be ranked number 5, you better be better than once a year.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good last fight. He's Gilbert Burns, took care of him, which is always impressive.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with Colby. Buckley, I think Buckley gets the Usman fight. I think that was kind of precedented and clear last night when he did the whole thing with the crowd. Like, who should I fight next? I'm going to let the crowd pick. He was like, Kamaru Usman sounds good. And I think that's already kind of been in discussion. So if Kamaru Usman ain't no bitch, take the fight.
Yeah. Usman still got it, man.
Yeah, 100%. He was a long reigning champion, dude.
Usman still got it, dude. I'm
pretty sure Usman has like some of the best welterweight stats of all time.
He does, besides GSP, man.
Besides GSP.
I've never seen I don't think you have either, man. Maybe it's never happened, but in the UFC, a guy who's a champ forever, then loses 3 times and then becomes a champ again. I haven't seen that yet. I want that with Volk. I could want that with Usman. I want to see that. I don't think we've ever seen that.
Izzy, man, no. Did Izzy lose? Izzy could do it too.
Izzy could do it.
Yeah, because he lost to Alex, lost to Strickland, lost to DDP.
I just want somebody to do it, man. It's like redemption tour. I want it to be Volk, bro, but it's not.
I mean, Izzy's got he lost to Strickland, lost to DDP. He could win this fight and then potentially get a title shot again.
Yeah. I thought I was going to see Figueiredo do it in a different weight class. I was like,
Oh, I thought so too, man.
Damn, man.
But we may see Ficky drop down and fight Pantoja for the belt. And it's possible.
Damn.
No, anything's possible. So
anything's possible in that division, which is exciting. It's becoming very entertaining.
But yeah, I mean that wraps up our year. And now we have a month off.
Yeah, we do.
Month off. We got Christmas next week, or not really next week, but the week after next. We got New Year's right around the corner. Our next fight night is not until January 11th, and that will be a bra and panties match between Mackenzie Dern and Amanda Ribas too. So lock me in.
Wait, is it really going to be a bra and panties match?
Come on, Nick.
I was what the fuck? What are you talking about? They're going to the WWE for a round? Like that would have been.
But I mean, it's only got 4 fights on this card so far that I'm seeing online, which is very weird. Doesn't even look like a full card yet. So who knows? May not even get that. And then obviously UFC 311, January 18th, been announced two title shots. You got Islam Makhachev versus Arman Sarukian, Marab versus Umar, Moicano versus Benel Darush, Yuri versus Jamal Hill, Kevin Holland versus Rene Ritter. And then also on that card, you have Peyton Talbot's on that card, Jalton Almeida and Sergey Spivak's on that card, Grant Dawson's on that card, Johnny Walker and Bogdan Guzgov is on that card.
Jesus,
So,
this is
I
a
mean,
good
there's
card.
this is a very good card.
I'm glad they did that because, I mean, some people really hate the way these Russians fight. And you got like 3 of them fighting on the card. Well, they have the same style at least. And they put some, entertaining fighters on the card. Peyton Talbot, dude, that's the rising star of 2025 right there. I'm calling that shit right
Peyton
now.
Talbot needs to be they need to start that. He needs to start the card, man.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland is good and all, but like Peyton Talbot needs to be like the first fight of the night.
Jump off, bro.
He just has that swag to him.
He's different, man. And they could take him if he just keeps on winning. Like, shit.
I like the way he he portrays himself. Like he just kind of like is like low key. He like comes out, kicks your ass. Yeah, and then dips.
Then goes and drinks matcha after.
And then does like strip club dances and like dance pole stripper dances and shit.
He skateboards too, right?
And skateboards, yeah. Make skateboard videos and shit. There's actually a lot of fighters that skateboard, believe it or not.
He reminds me of you, dog. That's just that pole dancing shit.
The pole dancing shit, yeah. I'll pole dance for you, daddy.
Shit.
But yeah, so that's our start of the year. Got some cool things coming next week. We'll have our 2 year it won't be our 2-year anniversary stream, but it'll be our end of the year stream. We'll recap all of 2024, all the fun shit we've done, some cool stuff to come. We'll rank all of the main cards of the year. We'll have some hot takes and hot topics. Get you guys episode right so you guys have an episode for the holiday break. This one should be out come Monday night or Tuesday morning, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll be back again. Nasty, anything you want to add to the episode before we bounce off?
No, man. Just for the next episode, expect a lot of like we said, hot takes and flops of the last year, prospects of the new year.
Oh yeah, that was when you said it, biggest flops of 2024.
Oh yeah,
so that's one we're gonna do, and we may be biggest success story of 2024 or rising star of 2024. And no, it can't be Alex Bejeda, but we're just gonna have to pick a rising star of 2024. Must be in the UFC less than 2 years. Rising star.
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Okay.
Yeah, they've been slow pacing a couple of these guys I like.
All right. Less than 3 years in the UFC. We'll call it.
There we go. There's
less
been a couple
than 3
guys
years
that
in
have
the
been
UFC.
Slow tracking instead of fast tracking. So
because technically that still would be Alex Bejeda.
Alex cannot be it. He's in GOAT talk right now. So
I know. All right, boy. Well, yeah, man. That's it. Nothing to see here. We're about to wrap things up. Stay tuned for the next episode. If you don't know by now, we are Over the Octagon podcast, always on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. Make sure you click the download button if you're listening to the podcast only episode, audio only episode. And if you're on YouTube, hit the like button, comment, subscribe to the YouTube. We're so close to being partner. Let's keep this grind going, big boy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Peace.